30. April. Dearest Suzie, I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday. Sorry for crying on your shoulder, but I was really upset. We had another operation today and had a lot better outcome. In fact, you've probably heard about it on TV. The Vietnamese captured an awful lot of big weapons today. We were overhead and listened while they reported it. It really made us feel good. They got so many weapons they couldn't count them all. That's the way this war is. You lose one day and win the next. The doctor met me when I got in tonight with bad news. Charlie had raided a Jeep and got into some razor blades and tried to eat them. He didn't cut his mouth, but he did cut his hand. The doctor caught him and was going to clean it up for him since I wasn't there. Anyway, when he got Charlie in the dispensary, he got scared and wet on the dock. The doc lost his hold on him and Charlie got away. They couldn't catch him again, so they finally opened the door and let him out. He did say the cut wasn't bad, though. This paper I'm sending you is a short timer's calendar. When you get down to 100 days, you are supposed to start marking the days off. I have one, and I thought you might get a kick out of one of them. June 16th is the 100th day if you want to keep track. Well, I guess I will close for tonight. I didn't get a letter from you yesterday or today, but I blame it on the system. Did you get Billy a watch? I love you all very much, and I miss you. All my love. Bill. In this letter, we meet Popi on the other side of a breaking point. This letter doesn't read like a victory lap, even though he describes what sounds like a successful mission. You probably heard about it on TV, he writes. South Vietnamese forces captured a massive haul of Viet Cong weapons, too many to count. From the sky, Popi listened to the reports roll in over the radio. It was a rare good day. A day where the operations didn't fall apart. A day where the enemy didn't get away entirely. But you can still feel the flatness behind the words. His heart wasn't in it. Not today. When he mentions the weapons haul and the countdown to going home, it's not just a quiet letter from a tired man. It's a man trying to put himself back together. Trying to convince himself that victories still count for something. That the work matters. That he isn't broken. That there's something to fight for. That someone needs him and that his suffering can be justified in some way at all. The losses of the Americans are for something. There's a short paragraph in this letter about Charlie, who managed to cut his hand on a razor blade and then pee on the medic who tried to help him. It's classic Charlie chaos. But even that story feels different now. Less funny. More fragile. Everything feels like it's holding together by a thread. Things are going so wrong that even Charlie is vulnerable in his own home. Popi also includes something with this letter, a short timer's calendar. One of those little rituals soldiers used to mark their last 100 days. He tells Suzie that June 16th will be his 100-day mark. If she wants, she can keep track alongside him. The letter before this one, from April 29th, is the one that really changes a lot of people's opinion of Popi. Those in my family who have chosen to read it, which is not everyone, have expressed how hard it was to hear. That they didn't know he went through something like that. That it explained so much. In fact, when we finally had Popi's ashes interred in March of 2020 at the Florida National Cemetery, we had a ceremony for him. If you ever want to visit him in Bushnell, he's buried in section 616 at site 462. Popi's brother and a few of my dad's cousins showed up alongside my parents, my brother, and Meemaw. My dad eulogized Popi. He had a rough relationship with his dad and referenced this specific letter from April 29th, asking why it had never been shared. My dad wished, through tears, even a decade after his dad's passing, that there was honesty, that there was truth, that people were open and willing to share. Had Popi talked about these things before his passing, would they have made him feel better? Would they have made the family closer, or would it have undone any of the pain he caused? Probably not. But it at least would have provided some perspective. It would have helped in understanding a complex, quiet, and fragile old man. Maybe one day I'll share my dad's eulogy with you. Maybe after he hears this, he'll let me know if he's comfortable with that. We'll see. Either way, I just want to state the obvious. He should not have been sorry for crying on his wife's shoulder. He had a right to be upset. If you're listening to this and you need to hear it, please don't be afraid to cry on your loved one's shoulders. They're always going to be there for you. As for the loved ones, don't be afraid to ask for honesty. Be a person people are comfortable speaking to. You'll regret not doing it while you can. The photo I chose for today is of Charlie. He's sitting on gravel in a green little sweater or shirt. He's on a rope as a leash. At least here's some example of Charlie not running around on his own, causing chaos. Perhaps Popi began keeping him on this rope after he cut his hand. I'm Alex Lowy, and I hope you have enjoyed listening to this episode of Dearest Suzie and receiving messages from the past that my Popi wrote exactly 60 years ago. I sincerely appreciate your time and interest. Please consider following the podcast on your preferred platform, and if you're enjoying it, I kindly ask that you take the time to rate the show and leave a review. Also, please follow the project on YouTube, X, and Instagram. All likes, comments, shares, and reviews will help grow the reach of this story. The links for these things should be in the description of this episode. Please feel free to email me at dearestsuziepodcast@gmail.com if you have anything you'd like to say. I'd love to chat or to hear about your stories as well. Thank you for listening, and God bless.